subscribe and hit that bell.
Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. You're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I am the source. Live at the desk, 4:45. I know I said it was coming on at 6:35, but that's just what I do. I am on. I got a lot to discuss tonight. I see things are trending. That is the proper terminology, trending.
Yes.
The tickets, we'll get to that in a second. I want to share the screen. I'm trying to get my Twitter game up. You know, trying to get my Twitter flow up, man. But you know, with me, right? And I'm gonna get all this out before anybody gets in here, right? Because I don't want to say all this when people are in here and bore y'all with my rhetoric gibberish, right? But the reason why Twitter for me, I'm like kind of real slow with it. Can you give me a refill, please? Iced tea, thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, so don't come back in here then. Thank you. The reason why, like with Twitter with me, because Twitter is cool in a sense, but it's like I'm more of a IG YouTuber now, especially YouTube. I'm coming off my best month, most successful month as a YouTuber with the hours watched. So I just like these platforms a little better because thank you. It close the door, please, because the feed.
Yes, I'm leaving.
Huh?
I'm leaving.
Good. Close the door. Thank you. Now definitely it'll be nice and official in here. But yeah, I like YouTube and IG because I do visual. You know, Twitter you can get your visual, but it's kind of compact. You understand? But IG and especially YouTube, you could just YouTube you could be on for 12 and 11 hours. So I see some of these guys be rocking for that long. But let's get to the topic at hand. So the tickets sold out, apparently the pre-sales. I don't know why this is trending. That's no surprise, right? It's no surprise. This fight has been talked about and wanted to see forever. So the American move, the American dream is for the rich to buy up as many tickets as they can and resell them. Buy low, sell high, right? So when people are on here running with that's like the trending news, why though? You didn't expect that? That's one of the oldest tricks in the book. I used to be a ticket scalper for the New York Knicks. I'm not even gonna say scalper because scalping is illegal, right? Last time I checked. But I did me and a business partner of mine because I'm a businessman. We used to go half on season tickets for the Knicks when they sucked, right? Just imagine. I think I might be getting back into that now because the Knicks are a lot better. But when they sucked, right? People still go to the Garden. They still attend Knicks games. You can make a lot of money. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and guys like that. When they would like when Shaq, Iverson, because I did it for a lot of years. LeBron, Certain players, when they come to the Garden, regardless how the Knicks suck, the face value of that ticket was extremely high. And that's what we used to make good money doing that. Good money. So that's what you see taking place now with the Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, and I see a lot of people running with that narrative. Well, it's not even a narrative. That's what's going on. It's as well as my guy D Young. But that's what's up, though. That was expected, man. I wish I had a little bit of coin to and resell them. But that's trending right now. A lot of people are talking about that. So I said, behind the scenes stuff that I do, right? So today, what I was doing, I am, the media marketing, like a publicist, but I don't want to call myself a publicist. But they are women. Some of them, are women. Most of them are women. So that's why I guess I'm the media marketing agent, because I wouldn't consider myself a publicist. But I do a lot behind the scenes. And I'm just sharing this because I know, well, shout out to Evan, my guy Evan from Top Rank. He's a publicist too, / matchmaker now. So I guess I can say I'm a publicist. He said, Coach said bedroom, right? But being the media marketing agent, right? I was talking with a potential sponsor. See, I got to get my vocabulary good, right? So this potential sponsor, we was talking, right? And I was telling the fight is, July 1st, such and such, such and such. See, a lot of times, when I try to broker deals or I discuss things, I often let people try to play my intelligence, right? Just to see how stand up they are. And this one particular sponsor, I already know, right? I'm not gonna put their company out there, but he really tried to insult my intelligence. Like I have done a couple sponsorship deals for the team with Huntington Honda, other companies, right? So I am aware of certain things when it comes to a sponsorship, especially of you. Like I say, so I said Huntington Honda, and this was the type of company like that. It's a corporation, right? So the guy, the representative, because I'm gonna say the representative of the company, he really tried to finesse me, right? He really did, right? So I just went along with it for them, and then at the end, I hit him with some facts, right? But I let him really try to finesse me, talking about that they'll do the sponsorship for the product. They give us their product for free, right? I was like, okay. And in return, Jihad will wear the patch for free product. Now, normally, I let him get all that out. He didn't want to pay or do anything. So now, after he finished, which is I would call his proposal, right? Is that a fair term to say? So he finished his proposal, and then I actually told him what the sponsorship entails, right? And then I also told him, I said, normally somebody of Jihad's stature, especially now going into his 11th professional fight on ESPN, we have companies give us products for free already. Shout out to Everlast, Rival, Boxing Gloves. So you are offering to give us something that we already receive as far as products for free. But what I did bust his bubble with, I was like, they have this thing called a tax write-off that I know Huntington Honda did. We had to fill out paperwork when they did the sponsorship because it was a tax write-off for their corporation. You guys are a big corporation. You could do the same. So when I said that to him, oh man, threw him for a loop, right? I guess he just thought I was just real, look, wet behind the ear. So I think I'm going to switch up my tag, right, on a lot of my handles, and I'm going to put media marketing agent / underground publicist, because if I told him I was Team Tucker publicist, I don't think he would have said that to me, right? For those of y'all that's in here, if I would have told him I was a publicist, he would have never told me that, right? But I think by me saying, I'm a Team Tucker media marketing agent, I should have said, listen, to be honest with you, I have brokered a number of deals for Jihad Tucker, sponsorships. I should have just came out like that, but I just, me, I love to play dumb and humble, because that's like when my mother very much instilled that in me, man. It's always good to play dumb, because when you play dumb, right, you really see who a person's true intentions are. Because if somebody feels that you're dumb and they can get over on you, and they try to get over on you, they really don't respect you. But if somebody knows that you're not educated, or they feel that you're not educated, and they're willing to teach you or show you or work with you, those are real, genuine, official, solid people. See, this guy just thought I was, like I said, wet behind the ear, and really tried to run game on me, man, until I broke it down to him. But I just want to share that, man. But yeah, I got to get on my Twitter game, man. I definitely got to get on my Twitter game. The Teofimo Lopez. I wanted to pull this up now at the crib, right? With Tio. Tio knows how to trend, right? I spoke about this earlier, working. But I want to get into it more now. I'm gonna go off a couple of articles, right? I got a fire article. I was gonna do a video on this, right? But I'll pull this article up as well, and I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of my guy WCS a little bit, because WCS was speaking on this, right? Now I didn't initially put this in the title, because what I noticed sometimes, right, and I say this respectfully, guys will steal your titles and run with it, but this is what I really want to talk about as well. But I said I'm not going to put it in my title, because I would have seen a lot of people run with it. But here it is right here, right? Let's get to this. I am going to minimize the screen once it pops up, because you guys don't really need to see me, right? You don't need to see me. I'm not important. What is important is my voice and what we are going to speak on. So I will get out of the way. Here it is. This article, it's good to read, man. Read articles, y'all. This article was just published, I believe, 3 hours ago. In the boxing scene, it's done by a boxing scene staff. So it's probably a newbie over there. Yes, it was produced on Tuesday, my bad. But I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but I got caught up. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, and shout out to WCS. Go check out WCS's live he did earlier when he was talking about, he had a great topic. I very much enjoyed it. He was talking about the difference in the pay-per-views, and he was giving his theories on why this could be. But I talked about a little this morning in regards to the fact that because I read this article and I was telling you guys how. Thank you. I'll take that. I was telling you guys how I just don't see that fight um, coming together for the simple fact the numbers and I know you got guys like Showbiz and all these dudes trying to push the line, but at the end of the day, these guys are professional prize fighters. Um, Tank is on a whole nother level as far as the pay-per-view sales, marketing, um, and they both have the same publicist. Shout out to Crystal Frost. I see she was working with Devin. So if you was to ask her, there's three of y'all in here, right? You know what publicists do? They work for fighters. If she had to choose between the two fighters to work for, right? The three of y'all that's in here, which fighter do you think she is going to work for? If they both have the same exact date, same exact fight date,
I
right?
take off the tape.
No, leave that on. If they have the same exact fight date, but they're not fighting one another. One is fighting somebody, the other's fighting somebody. Who do you think she's going to work for? Javante or Devin? Three of y'all that's in here, man. Feel free to answer that. The publicist that works for both of them. They both got the same fight date locked in. She has to choose which fighter she's going to represent that day, that fight week. Who do you think she's going with? Javante or Devin? I'll give you guys a second.
Do you know the answer?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I think Javante.
Yeah, say that again. Come over. That's the young one in training. Who did you say? Come over. They can hear you.
Javante.
Yes, Javante is correct. And great assessment, CEO Nasiah, because you will get the bigger bag, right? Why would she get the bigger bag? Because Javante is getting the bigger bag. This is economics. This is business 101. So I'll only say that to say this. For all of the narratives and the of the Devin Haney buildup, Devin is really not that hot of a commodity with the belts. With the belts. And why is that? I just think Devin, and I spoke about this a little bit yesterday, this morning. I just think Devin, and shout out to World Combat for saying some of the same things. I just think certain affiliations, right? And you know what? I'm learning this myself. That's why I can speak about that. I just think certain affiliations and representation is killing his vibes. Not only killing his vibe, it's killing because one thing about this business and the business periods, networking is key. That's why if you notice, right, with my whole presentation of doing the blogging and podcasting now, I'm very, very big on that, man. Like I know, and I spoke about this with Combat and others that I respect, that I feel their professionalism in the game, whether it's journalism, whether it's just life. I speak with people like that I respect, right? So, like, relationships carry you a long way. And I'm just sharing this with y'all because I feel like a lot of people, your affiliations with certain people and who push the line for you, kind of kill you in so many ways, right? Because one thing about any type of business, whether it is boxing, whether it's whatever business period, relationships are key. Relationships are key. I'm gonna share insider, fact, right? Deontay Wilder. I'm not gonna put the whole everything out there, but Deontay Wilder, right, and his team are securing or in the process of securing some big things over in the Middle East, right? And a lot of this was set up through relationships of others, right? See, this is how relationships play a key pivotal role. And I'm only using Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder himself has similar ties to similar people, right? And we've seen how his affiliation with certain people affected his sales. This past fight at the Barclays Center, they gave out a lot of tickets for free. They really did. I was there. It was in October. I received a lot of free tickets. And it was to the point where normally when I receive free tickets like that, I can move them and make some money. I couldn't even make money. I was giving them out. That is the first. I'll be honest. I've been to Brazil, Wilder, Ortiz, Wilder, Helene. It's like, man, I've been to a lot of Wilder fights at the Barclays Center. And when I did receive tickets, I used to could make money off of them. The Wilder Helenius fight, I could not make money. I could not make no money off of them. Normally, like I said, Wilder is a draw. He is Brooklyn loves him. This time around, it was like, and then it showed with his pay-per-views, right? But now, Wilder, like I said, Wilder's over there trying to get that Arab money, and he's getting this through relationships with other people. And when I was told about this, it kind of, that's why I wanted to talk about this today. Relationships, networking with people. Now, this guy that did this for him, that's doing this for him, he has a lot of relationships with people. And he's able to broker deals or set stuff up. And watch how I tie this source in. That's why I laugh respectfully at YouTubers who come on here and grandstand or try to front on people that they feel they are bigger than because of their listeners or audience. So I want y'all to catch this. For all of your listeners, all of your supporters on YouTube, what type of relationships, what type of deals can they help you broker? Not only can they help you broker, how can they help you build, level change, or level up? Because, and I quote like WCS said, I don't see that happening with a lot of y'all. I don't. I just don't. For all of your viewers, for all of the super chats, I don't see that happening. And when I don't see that happening, right? And then I look at myself and I look at others. Narina, get out of that water. When I look at myself and others who don't do nowhere near the stuff that you guys do on YouTube, but yet we are tied in with more professional people that can help level change.
Yeah, we on Disney thing.
Okay, thank you. That we can help that can help level change us, or put us in connections with others that can do that. It just makes me look at you guys very funny, very very funny, because I watch you guys over and over, and that's another reason why I don't really network with a lot of YouTubers like that, because to me a lot of YouTubers are frauds. They just are, because if you are getting it and you claim to be getting it how you're getting it, you would have been level changed. But that's neither here nor there. So that's why I think, and tie it back into the article, that's why I don't think Devin Haney stands a chance at really securing Tank Davis fight, because the people that are pushing his line, their negotiation power, their numbers, because they love to base things off of numbers. Their numbers don't move the needle at all. At all. But let's move on. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. Excuse me, Rain. I'm working.
When can I go in the water?
Of course, you don't need to go. You don't need to go in the water. You want to go in the water because you're a follower.
I want to.
No. You don't need to go in the water. It's not hot like that. It's not hot like that. It's not hot. See what I have to deal with? I'm trying to conduct a blog, because I'm trying to give this more effort. I just came off my most successful month as a blogger, right, with the hours watched. So you guys are watching my stuff. You just don't choose to like it. I don't understand that, right? If you watch something, I'm not gonna give out the amount of hours that y'all watch this month, but it's up there. Listen, it takes you. See, I've been doing my research with the YouTube thing, right? In order for your channel to get monetized, right, you need, I think it's 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month span. I did some numbers the month of May, and I'm like, man, I have a new system, a new formula that I'm using, that I'm doing, right? But it's all organic. And I said to myself, I said, man, from March, it was decent, good, right? April, I seen a nice shift, right? But May, forget about it. May went through the roof. And I was like, man, is that all it really took? Is that what it really took? But we just got to start getting the likes up. The likes right now. But I know, me personally, I'm good with this, the hours. People are actually checking out the content. I know a like is asking a little too much, especially how YouTube flows. What did you just put on?
Diary of a Limp Kid, Roderick's Rules.
Oh, okay. See, I told you the office is hooked up now, man. I got a big, nice TV in here, a smart TV. What's it called? Roku?
Mm-hmm.
Roku, yes, Roku.
TCL Roku TV.
Yeah, Roku. It's a Roku. So we have all type of fire sticking apps on this TV now. So you see everybody tries to come in here, in the office.
Don't worry, I'm your number one guest. I set it up for you.
Yes, you did.
So I deserve you this.
Yes, you're okay. Yes, you are. You are okay. But let me get to another article real quick. Shout out to everybody that's vibing here. Look, my likes is up. I got 3 likes. It's on YouTube.
Oh.
All right, I want to refresh this. Where is my refresher? Why are people still pushing that line about Earl and Al Heyman? So next week is the the official press conference, man. Next week is the presser, y'all. I just refreshed it. Man, Clarissa, man, she had a hell of a makeover, man. Shout out to Clarissa right here, man. See how she's looking? She looks a lot better. You heard? And I say that respectfully. She came out her bag, man. Let's click on this. You know why I'm clicking on this? And y'all can get mad if y'all want to. Shout out to Abdullah Mason. They're talking about the undercard. 19-year-old prodigy. But I told y'all Abdullah was on that card, right? See, I knew Ab. Come on, what are you doing? Yeah, you're doing too much. You're about to get bounced up out of here. You're gonna get bounced right up out of here because you're doing too much. But we knew Abdul was on that card in Toledo. That's why I said the fight game. The fight game is a beautiful thing, right? We knew Abdullah was on that card, right? I was like, man, Abdullah had 2 dates lined up. I don't think I let the cat out the bag. I might have did on a previous show, but I was like, he needs to just get through. But he wants some rounds. He wants some rounds because I was like, I knew he had, because we was trying to get on that card as well, man. Shout out to WCS. If WCS is in here, WCS, we can talk about it now. Everything is out in the open. But we were speaking about this, and we don't need to put the names out there. But we was like, we was trying to get on that May 20th card. After that hell of a performance in Tulsa, and me and WCS and music and the team, we was all discussing, and we was like, yo, they're not gonna put us on that card because it's somebody, but we don't need to say who the somebody is. But we knew it though, right? But why? Shout out to the 2 other guys that fought on the card with us, got on that card. Abdullah Mason and Emilio Vargas, Fernando Vargas' son. They both was on that card. We definitely could have got on that card, especially after that guy, tried to call us out, our performance out. Man, we made phone calls. We was willing to go up. Remember, I did the video on it, man. We would have took that fight in a heartbeat. But who did he end up fighting? He ended up fighting a guy that got beat less than 30 days prior to that, man. Right? Didn't I tell y'all? I was like, yeah, these dudes are felonious capers. Didn't I tell y'all that? I was like, he tried to bash Jihad's performance and then went in there and fought damaged goods. And we wanted that fight, man. We would have took that fight and then took this fight July 1st, man. Because we would have made easy work of him with his sloppy footwork. Easy work, man. Very easy work, man. But, the powers that be, how, when I tell y'all, man, and it's the reason why when I come on here and I talk and I do the things that I do in regards to my content creating and put out certain content, it's for a reason. Because I know a lot of people in the business now, real talk. And I know, like I was saying, I'm tying this all in with the business. I know how a lot of these guys function. I know a lot of the slithery moves that they do behind the scenes, right? And that's what that was. It was a behind the scene move. A lot of these dudes, they're not, they come on YouTube with it and they pretend and flex and do all this stuff on YouTube, but it's so much that I could really, really like speak on about certain individuals and people. But like I said, I am in another space where I have to have some professionalism, and I also got to keep in mind of tying it into what the source is about today: the business and networking and partnerships. Hopefully, y'all are catching the source. But we definitely was making that push for that May 20th card. That would have been a great treat, man. A great treat. But July 1st, we are a month out. Jihad is looking phenomenal. Oh man, he's looking great, man. But he just, you know what it is. He's a professional, man. He's 20 years old now, but he's no longer 17. He's 20, man. He's seasoned, but he's still young. I can get on here and say he's green, but somebody will say, how's he green? He's going into his 11th fight. He's green because of his age. He's 20 years old, man. But he's spectacular, man. It's only getting scarier, man. Yo, we made some phone calls. I'll speak on that, right? Because we was promised if certain things got put together that we could get into a couple of different camps, right? That's why I said with this boxing, right? It's a lot of industry talk, bro. You got some real stand up official people, but a lot of guys are like and I say this respectfully, right? Remember that Martin episode with Tommy Davidson? Yo, listen, I'm getting nice. I'm gonna put that video together next, right? And that's just gonna be like a little spoof, little funny video that I want to put together. Boxing nowadays, right? There's a lot of Varnell Hills. You know who Varnell Hill was? Remember when Varnell Hill, he started out at the same company that Martin did, and then he blew up. He became a successful. He was like an Arsenio Hall character in the Martin show. That's what this boxing. You have a lot of Varnell Hills, respectfully. They Hollywood talk. Not only do they Hollywood talk, right? When you call them out, right? You be like, yo, bro, didn't you say we was gonna do this and do that, right? they just Hollywood talk, man. And remember, I used to tell y'all about these guys back in the day, and look how it all played out, right? Do you see the Varnell Hill guys out there now? They don't. Listen. You know how they try to debunk me now? They try to just they don't even use the same narratives about me no more because they can't. You know how they try to debunk me? They try to block me off of certain stuff now.
Wait, Dad, can I go to Manuel's house?
Who's over there?
The mom and dad.
Did they ask you to come over?
In 1 minute.
Okay, so when they ask you to come over, you don't invite yourself to people's houses.
They said I can come.
Yeah, they said 1 minute. You just said 1 minute. But yes, what they do now is they tend to just try to block me, right? Because they don't want to see me or see my team or see the things that we have going on. And I was discussing this with somebody because one thing about growth, right? Especially in life, and people that and I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna use my guy, but it has nothing to do with him. But I like using him because I see his growth, right? And he's been talking about this. He's doing major things on the scenes, not even behind the scenes, with that broadcasting thing down there in the A, right? And he's talking about how people are calling, right? Calling up, trying to undermine him, right? But it's like when God has something for you, right? It does not matter who you think you can call, right? Who you think you can tell something about. It's not going to deter. Because when something is for somebody, it's always going to be for them. And you know what's going to happen? For the people that do things like this, right? You're going to fall off. Not only are you going to fall off, you're going to get stepped on. the person that you're doing this to along their path, right? It always happens. You're going to be a step that they're going to step on to level up even higher. And I see this taking place with myself, with my guy WCS, with many others, right? People that try to discredit us, right? And talk down, right? Are getting stepped on, man. And it's like they're getting stepped on by humble giants, and and how we're stepping on them, right? Like me, some people might say I'm being petty sometimes, but I'm not. I'm not being petty. I told a lot of these guys that talked about me and dissed me when they thought I was like them. I told them, I said, yo, I'm gonna come and clean you guys up. I remember. I remember, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm cleaning them up, and I'm being professional. I'm stepping on y'all, but I'm saying, excuse me. I'm saying, excuse me. Remember me? I'm on my Benny Blanco, man. Remember how Carlito told Benny Blanco get lost, and before Benny Blanco smoked him at the end, he said, "Remember me?" That's what I'm just telling you guys. Remember me? Y'all talk down on me, man. I just secured another deal today. Remember me? Remember me? Well, salute to everybody that's moving and grooving, man. Like I said, I gotta change my what's the name? Matter of fact, let me see if I can change that now since I'm at the desk, man. Media marketing agent / underground publicist, right? I am an underground publicist, and I was doing my research on some of the most powerful publicists in this game, right? And a hitter, right? I was like, man, no wonder she flexes the way she flexes, because she's a publicist, man. So that's why she flexes, and it shows. Now it makes sense why she was able to bounce somebody out the game the way she did, man. Yeah, if you know, you know, right? And I was like, yo, okay, that's why. Because the person that she bounced out the game wasn't no slouch, right? And I was saying to myself, like, damn, how did that happen? Man, you stay in the game long enough, you learn a lot, man. You learn a lot, man. And I was like, damn, I was wondering why my man got bounced like that, man. And I was like, yo, he had a little pull too, but I was like, no wonder, okay. But yeah, let me try to change my handle up, man, real quick, man. Yo, let me say this, right? And I say this respectfully. Yo, a lot of you guys on YouTube, right? And this is no knock on y'all, man, but a lot of y'all are, not only are y'all disrespectful, you guys don't. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just who you guys are, but it's like, yo, if you really want to get with the team and Jihad, like, come correct, man. Please, man. I say that respectfully. Like, come like when I be saying as seen on ESPN and all that, I be saying that like humbly, man. Like you dudes don't even come correct. Like this is number 11. This is number 11, man. Some of you guys on YouTube, man. And I'm not gonna put y'all on blast, man, because y'all know who y'all are, right? But how you trying to come to the table at an Jihad is established, bro. Real talk, man. And shout out to I want to get the brother's name right. I be who I be. Earlier in the what's name, I was just listening, watching. He even noticed it. He said, "Yeah, I see Jihad was with Tracks NYC. Tracks NYC is the jeweler to the jewelers to the stars. He's the one that just did that. That was like $1 million piece he did, like $500,000 piece for Busta Rhymes. We're training him. He has a celebrity fight coming up. But these are the type of people that's in the circle now, right? So when you guys you guys just come to the table, it's like, bro, and I look at it's a turn off, man. It's a straight turn off, man. Because you don't even come with proper proposals, bro. You don't even like come on, you're talking Jihad is a made man right now, man. Jihad is a made man. This is number 11, man. Jihad is big, man. He's a lot bigger than a lot of you guys think, and a lot of you guys know that too. A lot of y'all do. That's why I do try to do little I'm trying to keep my language professionally. I don't want to curse. That's why you guys do little F-bomb moves, right? F-bomb, that's the F-boy. I'm not gonna say it, like F-boy moves, right? Because you see how big he is, and he's only getting bigger, man. So respectfully, man, if you gotta just come correct, man, just come correct. Like a lot of y'all don't even and it's a turn off, bro. It really is. It's a turn off, man. But shout out to I think that was his name. I be who I be. He noticed it. Like I seen him with Track Nicks, Tracks NYC. He's in the gym with us all the time, man. He's a little small guy, man. I remember he be sparring. He be in the gym sparring because he's getting ready for his fight, man. His fight is over there in Dublin, Ireland. He's part of the team, man. You see, he reached out. That's why you never know who's really watching you. Clowns. You see how I'm coming on here clowning y'all respectfully, humbly. You don't know who's watching you, right? For those of y'all that always be talking that, oh, you don't do no views. Tracks, like I just said, he just did I think that was like $1 million piece for Busta Rhymes, man. He reached out to the team, man. He wanted to get the toolage that Jihad had. Real talk. And I think his fight is coming up in July, Dublin, Ireland, abroad. I wonder who's working his corner. I wonder. I just wonder. I wonder. But yeah, relationships, networking, building. Is it all tying in tonight? Are you catching my sauce? Are you catching it tonight? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? But yes, let me get to this article. Another article. Shout out to the young boy, man. Abdullah Mason, man. I know it's going to be a tough tale to probably shoot his fight again in Ohio. Yeah, that is his home state. He's probably going to have somebody on deck. But, man, I wouldn't mind shooting his fight again, man. I wish I could have shot. I shot the card and I shot. Look, man, Combat, you still in here? I'm gonna throw this up. Look, shout out to WCS for reposting the Jihad with his hot grease on it. Soon as I come in the ring, I'm stepping, expecting Crawford to step too. Here comes the hot stepper, murderer. I'm the gangster, murderer. Here comes the hot stepper, murderer. Trying to run with all sauce. Now you're a stepper. You know who the real stepper is, Jihad. Here comes Jihad Taka, murderer. I'm the lyrical stepper, murderer. Shout out to Jihad, man. Now everybody wants to step in March. But go ahead, big fish. Wagwan, fishy. Wagwan. But salute to WCS, man. That was a fire video that you put up on the IG today. I definitely shared that and tagged you in it. I also reposted it on both my storyline as well as my main page. Dope stuff. But yeah, you see EJ's coming out stepping. Check this article out. Great article. I'm gonna tell you this, Earl. and I say this respectfully, you've been out the ring for a while, right? I would not recommend you coming out trying to step. Come out and feel yourself out because listen, bro, regardless what you like to say and what your Neanderthal fan base like to say, respectfully, you've been out the ring. When this fight takes place, April, look, May, June, July, almost 15 months. You're going to come out and try to step. No, you better come out and feel yourself out, brother. Because coming out and stepping might lead you to get stopped. Real talk, brother. And I say that respectfully. You have in the ring in over a year. Who knows the type of work you're getting at the world-class Alcatraz? Yes, I said trash, but I meant to say Alcatraz. Jim, because you guys are very secretive in your operations and your radical fan base that claims to be ends with you on YouTube, they don't have no information. So stepping, and I don't think Derrick James is. I don't think he's, especially a trainer of his caliber, trainer of the year, and all this. I don't think he would push a game plan like that. But hey, you never know. I have no idea, because to be honest with you, I don't really cover you guys like that. I do come on here and talk about y'all if I see an article or something like that. But as far as like you heard what I said earlier, right? The press conference is next week. They asked me today, do I want the day off, right? They asked me today. Let me tell T. Yo, T, I'm on the live right now. I'll hit you right back.
All right, I'm about to jump on.
All right. That's my guy, T. Shout out to T. But they asked me today if I wanted the day off. You know what I told them? I declined, right? You know why I declined? Because let me share something with you. Where I'm at in my life right now, I get paid for taking the day off, right? But let me tell you this, right? I no longer cover boxing events for free. It's just who I am now, right? I'm working at a title right now. So in order for me to cover that event, right? Like I said, I could call in, use 8 hours, and get paid. But I want to get paid for covering the event for my 8 hours. So I don't want to go. Why? I did all of that. I put those leg work in. But some of you guys that want to be media need to be out there. You don't need, listen, I don't want to hear no excuses that I'm not going to have a credential. Most likely this is going to be in somewhere in Times Square. And when I get all the information, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put it out because I want to see who's going to cover the event, especially on YouTube, the YouTubers, right? I'm gonna put it out because it's in our backyard. So if you are in Jersey, Connecticut, Long Island, even in Philadelphia, you need to be on deck at this press conference. Because like I said, most likely it'll be in Times Square. Tank Davis's was in Times Square. Tank came crazy late, but it was in Times Square. So most likely Earl's and Terrence to be somewhere out there. So you don't need a media credential to go cover it, right? But we're gonna see who's real and who's not, man. Because I know everybody's gonna come on here and talk about it, but who's actually gonna cover it? And yes, I declined. I say, you know what? But I guarantee you this: I have footage. My company is established. I will have a field reporter in there. But me personally going, I was like, nah. They asked me today if I wanted today. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm better. I'm not even gonna say good. You know what I'm saying? Because that might come off. It might sound like remember what did they used to try to say about me that I was mad? I'm this. All right. Since I'm mad and I couldn't get interviews, I declined. I'm better, right? Is that a better terminology for those of y'all that's in here? The three of y'all that's in here, I'm better. I don't need to cover it. I'm better. But shout out to everybody that is going to go out there and cover it. It's a great great event to cover. Get your feet wet. But that is on deck next week. You know why I declined? Because I'm going to cover TL. I will be at the weigh-in, getting some fire frames. Yes, real content at that weigh-in. You know, Josh Taylor, to be honest, shout out to Top Rank. And this is no slight at the PBC and Showtime. I just have a better relationship with Top Rank. I feel, and shout out to the good people over there. I just feel more. And you, please, by all means, call me a sellout. Call me a Top Rank Toby. No, I just feel that over the years that I have done media, I just feel better dealing with Top Rank as a professional. I know a lot of y'all can't relate to that. And I say that respectfully because you have not level changed. You still just talk boxing on YouTube. Whereas somebody like myself, not only do I talk it, I show it. Not only do I show it, I be about it. So I'm better. And yes, in order for me to cover the Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford weigh-in, I would have to be paid. Real talk. I would have to get what I make at my job, right? Because I'll be calling in. So that's what I would require. And that's on the low side. But I would require that because I am getting paid at a title. So I would require that. So that's why I declined. I said, no, I'm good. I don't, because if I take off, right? In a sense, see, what did that guy say, the WCS? I work smarter, not harder. Yeah, I work smarter, not harder, right? Now, if I call in to go cover an event for free, yes, I will get content and all that, but I don't come on my YouTube charging you guys for my content. So that's a loss for me, right? Number one, right there. It's also a loss for me because, like I said, I am working at a title now. So now, if I go in to cover the presser, that day I will be paid, but I won't be paid at a title. So that's roughly a couple of $100 right there that I'm losing out on by calling out. Yes, I will get paid, but I will get paid my regular grade, not my at a title pay. Feel what I'm saying? That's why we work harder, not smart over here. No, I'm not covering it. But I will have footage for y'all. Trust and believe that, man. Trust and believe that. But I do recommend those that are trying to be media or call themselves media or want to come off as media, be out there, man. Be out there. If you're not out there and then you're on here talking boxing 24/7 every day, you just fit right into the category of other. You know what other is in the industry? When they say other, you're classified as, oh, you're other. You're the other. Thank you. T says, yes, you have to grow to become better. Yes, you do. You do. But that is definitely on tap for next week. And for those of y'all that's out there, right? I know it's going to be hard to get one-on-ones, right? Just from the setup of the people that's running this. I know how they operate and they move. But for those of y'all that do cover and you do get the media coverage, yo, don't be afraid to ask real questions, bro. Like that's what turns me off with a lot of quote unquote media, right? That have the access, right? They don't ask no real questions, bro. Whether it is in fear of not getting credentials, like next week you are going to have the access when they do that media scrum, because that's what they're going to do. Most likely after they have their press conference, you will have the ability to talk to Earl, Bud, Bomac, probably Red, others if they go, Bernie. No, I think Bernie is with Jared Anderson. But you have the access to talk to the team, the coaches, the fighters. This is the time when you guys need to step up, right? And ask Earl about this. Because look, this is what he quoted, right? This is a great, fair question. And I'm gonna give y'all this because this is the type of question that I would ask him, right? Since he's on record for saying, soon as I come in the ring, I'm stepping. expect Crawford to step two. You know the question that I would ask him? This is why dudes cannot see me, right? I would ask him this question right here with a straight face. Mr. Spence. Look, I would call him Mr. Spence. I wouldn't say EJ. I wouldn't say Big Fish. I would say Mr. Spence. You have been at the ring. I love the enthusiasm. You know, look at the vocabulary that I'm using. I love the enthusiasm and the energy of the no tune-ups. But with Terrence being arguably your most dangerous opponent, you being out of the ring for over a year, I believe 13, 14 months, do you, your team, your coach, feel that it is a wise decision, and I quote, to come out the gate stepping? Man, 5 of y'all are in here. What type of question was that, right? Isn't that a great media question that I just presented to him? So hopefully, listen, you guys can take that question that's going to be out there. Use that. Use that. That is a great question to ask him. But hey, what do I know? What do I know, right? Yo, listen, if I was in that media scrum, that is the question that I would ask. Because I'll tell you what, these guys don't want to do a sit-down, one-on-one interview with me no more. Because I have grown too much in this game now as a professional, where I can really conduct a professional interview. And I have spots that I can take you to do that. We can sit down with the setup. Shout out to my man Champ 5. We could go right downtown. I can have the Brian Custer type of setup and do these type of interviews if I wanted to. But I choose not to now because, like I said, I am an underground publicist. I have other things that I have to do as well. But that is a great question. For anybody that's going to be out there on the front lines, ask him that, man. Ask him that. I'll give you that one gem. That is a gem of a question. You know, you could also ask him, right, being that you are going to be in that media scrum, ask him to follow up on that question since he's coming out stepping. What type of work, preparation, sparring are you getting? Because we know Terrence is a switch hitter, conventional, orthodox, southpaw, conventional, orthodox. So who are some of the guys that you are bringing in to give you that type of work? Another fair assessment boxing question, because we all know Marvelous Jarvis, and I say this respectfully, he is no Terrence Crawford. Another great question. See, I just gave you guys 2 free gems. There's 4 of y'all in here, man. Somebody let me know. Give me some feedback on those 2 questions, you know, as a media guy, because, you know, I have done this. What do you think of those 2 questions to be asked next week in the media scrum? What do you think of those 2? You know, what do you think of those 2? And you can ask both of these guys that. It just doesn't have to be catered towards Earl, because, like I said, you will have the access to interview Bud as well in the media scrum. So you can ask both of those guys that. Thank you, T. T, you know the vibes, man. T has been in the front lines, man. T has a Richard Hitchison interview from back in the day. Great, and that was in the media scrum. So you know the settings, T. You have walked these doors. But that's the type of stuff I would ask, right? Because like I said, right now, I know these guys, listen, a lot of these guys, they would not do an interview with me. But I wouldn't want to interview them. It's because of how they carry. You know why I would want to interview? The people that I interview. But those are the type of questions that I would ask these fighters, especially fighters that are on record making statements like this. Because this is his statement, right? And y'all can look this article up for yourself. I will put it in the chat real quick. Spence expecting fireworks soon as I come in the ring. And listen, I help you out. I help you out even a little more, right? If you can't break it down how I just broke it down, you can ask him this, right? Watch how I put the twist on it for you. Because he says coming out stepping. So you can say this. If you are a fight connoisseur, you can say, oh, man, look, I'm going to do fanboy media friendly question now, right? You can say, oh, man, EJ, EJ, I read the article in the boxing scene where you was on record just saying on the ESPN with Stephen A. Smith that you're going to come out stepping. Is it going to be anything like the Hagler Hearn stepping? Because remember, those guys, that was like 9 minutes of pure stepping. Is it going to be anything like that? How's that question? Fanboyism. Did you see the fanboyism coming at me? Is that a fair question? Because I know mine was a little, maybe it might have been a little too spicy, too saucy. But how was that one? Use that one if you want to. Sauce. See, I'm giving y'all real gems. Because unlike your favorite YouTubers, I actually have done these, do these, conduct these, consult these. But yeah, that was free right there. That was free. How was that one, man? Those are fair questions to ask him, man. Those are fair questions to ask him. And we know none of his fanboy channels are asking that. You know, listen, man, that dude wouldn't last with me right now, bro. Real talk. Wouldn't, him, his coach, none of them. His team members, they listen, they couldn't do a 10-question interview with me right now. Right now. And I wouldn't even throw them under the bus. I would ask them all type of stuff off of the stuff that they have been putting out there and presenting. They couldn't do it with me. I eat them up, man. I'm 2 seasoned now with this. I would eat them up, bro. That's why I wouldn't want to interview them. Real talk. That's why I declined. I said, no, I don't want to be out there. I don't want to be out there, but I will have some footage and stuff for y'all, man. Real talk. Because I will have hitters out there. Just know that, man. My company is official. I do have field reporters now. Always did. But I have official field reporters now, man. Right, T? Great questions, right? Hopefully we get some of those, man. But most likely we won't, man. Yeah, they're gonna have media out there that's gonna ask the dumbest questions. You know, like they're not gonna ask them nothing. Nothing like, listen, because there's certain questions they're not gonna answer anyway. But there's questions that, like that question right there, you have to answer that. You know why? Because you made a statement to that. But if you go in there and ask like without giving too much of the game plan away, they're not going to answer that but he kind of gave you the game plan. He said he's coming out stepping, so you could use that. You definitely could use that. But listen, man, I'm going to wrap this up, man. It is too nice, man. I already been here for an hour and 10 minutes. I want to go hit the track up, man. I want to go across the street, hit the track up, go for a nice walk. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my sauce. I had the camera on. Y'all can't see me right now. Hold on. Let me go back. I had the camera on, but I was showing the maybe y'all can see me. Can y'all see me now? Yes, there I am. Yeah, I had the camera on, man. Appreciate everybody that stopped through. WCS NYT. Did I forget anybody? Play this back, man. You heard? Yeah, Bruce Gas, D Young. You know, shout out to everybody that came through. And for those of y'all out there that's going to cover this, man, use those questions right there. I gave you 2 fire questions, and I also gave you 1 fanboy-friendly question. Use both. Feel free, man. But like I said, man, if you use them, you know, it doesn't cost you nothing to highlight the sauce. You know, highlight the sauce, man. But with that being said, man, everybody be blessed. You know, oh man, I can't wait to watch. Yeah, Reggie Owens tonight, man, is on his. Reggie is crazy, bro. But yeah, salute to everybody that stopped in here. I can't wait to check that out, man. Reggie got a fire show jumping off, man. You know. Oh man, my likes was up a little bit, 4 likes. Appreciate that. It should have been more because a lot of people was coming in and out throughout this. What's name? My likes should have been up, but it's all right. I know it's hard for a lot of people to like my content because of my growth, but y'all really gonna appreciate me in 2.3 seconds. Because like I said, now my title is media marketing agent slash underground publicist, and I'm going to add that into my matter of fact. Let me add that right now. Let me add that into my description because I know that'll make a lot of y'all try to jump out there and act like you do the same. Just like um, I remember brothers, right? They was trying to act like they was on it like acting like they was acting like they was because of what Jihad jumped out there and said in regards to with the deal and all that. I had guys on YouTube, right? All of a sudden they was doing that. So now maybe they'll do this. They will be a underground uh boxing publicist. I just added that into my yeah, I just spiced it up, man. So go give that a look. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all. I'm surprised Reen ain't running here and ask for no ice cream. But I just switched up the I ain't break your finger trying to hit the like button. Man, you ain't never lied, T. T, you ain't never lied, but look. T, look, yo, I'm gonna close with this, T, right? I'm gonna close with this, T. Yeah, T, I'm gonna get. Yeah, look, yo, T, I just spiced up my I spiced up my joint, T. Look, hold on. I just spiced it up real quick, T. So you know I gotta throw that up there, look. Cause I just added another title, right? Because we're level changing over here. I just did some business today, so I had to add another title to what I do, right? And this is real talk. I had to add another title to what I do, right? And I'm laughing now because I was telling y'all Showtime Shaw News Consulting Service, right? Y'all was laughing at me. Look, it's right here. Look, T. Can y'all see that? Y'all see it, right? Y'all see that, T? Yeah, let's blow it up. You see that, T? Let's blow it up. Hold on. Is it big enough? Yeah. Is it big enough? Hold on. Let me make it big. Let me make it big, right? Let me get off the screen because it's about the resume. Is it big enough? Is it big enough? Hold on. Let me make it big. I want to make it real big, right? Let me get off the screen. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. Cancel. All right. Let me get off the screen. Let me get out y'all way so y'all can really see it, man. So y'all, yeah. So y'all can see it, right? All right. All right. I'm gonna read it now. I'm gonna read it before I close out. Shaw News, the Source Experience, aka Showtime Shaw, media marketing agent, as seen on ESPN. My work has been all over the game: interviews, photography, coverage. Numbers lie all the time. UGK, Underground King, Raw and Uncut, Boxing Insider, Underground Boxing Publicist. You got skills, we get deals. Check the resume. As seen on ESPN and other, oh, that should say networks. Let me fix that. Other networks. I would use those other networks, but when I was on those other networks, you can use that T because some of your work is over there as well. They choose to act like I wasn't who I was, but that's okay. Now let's see it. Is the correction shown? Do I need to refresh it? Maybe I have to refresh it. Yes, let me refresh it because I did make the correction. Let's refresh it before we close. Is this called being petty right now, or this is just called telling you what it is? Yes, that it should be. It should be better now. Let's see. Show me your work. Yes, and other networks. That's correct. So, as I close out, yes, no janky shit. Facts, T. As I close out, please put some respect on the Source. I do have a lot of professional relationships in the game. Do us both a favor, my guy. Don't compare us. And when you do reference me or try to come at me correctly. Because yes, my name is Shalom Jones, aka Mr. Jones, the Source, as seen on ESPN. My work speaks for itself. But with that being said, everybody be blessed. It's always important to build relationships, professional relationships. And I did tell a lot of you YouTubers I was coming back to clean y'all up. And I'm still not done cleaning y'all up. But shout out to all of my good professional colleague friends.
This is your boy Jamel Simplify Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplify, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes. Setting it up, coach. All right, let Jahar go now. Let Jahar go.
Introducing first, out of the blue corner.
Another one.
He weighed in at 129.3 with gold trim. His record, 23 victories, only 3 defeats, 1 draw, 12 of those victories coming by way of California.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe. was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibes. Yeehaw! Yes, this is the Sauce Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off,
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Heloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
thank you. You know the vibes.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.